From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor. 500 help.
Woo! When it's hot, it's burning up. It is sticky all over the country, not just here in Rochester, but everywhere. And you know who your go-to person is for the air conditioning, getting it in, getting it quick, and getting it cool? That's Taylor Heating and Plumbing. Taylor 500 help. That's the number you need to call. Taylor 500 help for tailor-made service customized for all of your needs. Air conditioning, heating, plumbing, home energy, comprehensive maintenance plans. And of course, if your house is drafty or you're losing your AC or you're losing heat, they come in and do an insulation inspection. Make sure that, they can fix the drafts wherever they may be. And if you're kind of stressing and you know your water heater is going to go out because it's old and rickety, don't stress the small repairs because Taylor has financial plans that's going to suit your budget. And they have those Bradford white water heaters that last a lifetime, and they're so amazing. All you need to do is call Taylor at 500 help. And if you're looking for a job, you are in business because Taylor's hiring. Current opportunities, HVAC techs, plumbers, project managers, and office personnel. It's Taylor 500 help. Precision Lawn and Garden, right there on North Avenue in Webster. Precision Lawn and Garden has been serving surrounding Rochester areas with professional sales, service, and parts since 1969. They have everything that you need to make your lawn look fantastic. Chainsaws for your trees or bushes. They have big lawn mowers. They have small lawn mowers. They have zero-turn lawn mowers. And Justin and Kimberly are the professionals that will help you fix and get whatever you need to make your lawn look its best. So go see my friends, Kimberly and Justin, Precision Lawn and Garden, North Avenue in Webster. You want your driveway to always look amazing. And guess who does that? Express Sealers. It's Brian from Express Sealers. He seals driveways in the summer and he plows them in the winter. See how easy that is? Brian will make your driveway look amazing and he will seal your crack and then you won't have to worry about it. Yeah, that's what I said. Express Sealers, 645-2010. Please support our advertisers. They support us here at the We the People Podcast Network and Kimberly's Revolution.
Did you say getting it in and then getting it quick?
And sealing your crack? That's what I do.
A lot of subliminal messages on this show.
Don't think about it.
Live from the We the People podcast studio in sunny, hot 88-degree Irondequoit, New York.
It's hot.
She's here to absorb all of our stress, and we thank her for it. Here she is. It's Kimberly Ray.
Hey, it is me. It is Kimberly. Welcome all the Patriots to the We the People Podcast Network. We are so glad you're here. And it's hot. It's hot everywhere. It's burning up all across the country. It happens like that. It's July. Why are we acting like this had never happened before? Let me just say, people all morning have been chirping about, it's, it's a whole big thing with the heat and the global warming and the whole thing.
It's now called climate change, Kimberly.
Climate change, global warming, whatever it is. We've only started keeping records since the 1890s. 1890 to 2022 is not an epic long time, right? It's not a monumental period. We've been on this earth for millions and millions of years. It happens. The earth, and any scientist will tell you, we go through cycles. It's hot. I get it. It's hot in Texas. Texas has always been hot. All right. So welcome, everyone. I know you're hot, Patriot, but I hope that you are keeping cool in these hot temperatures.
I'm hot.
You're hot. You went to the dentist today.
I
There's
did.
nothing like going. I have to tell you, I call Tom and he's like, can't talk. I'm at the dentist. And I'm like, okay. Don't you hate it? It's worse than nails on chalkboard when the dentist scrapes your teeth.
Oh, I know.
I can't stand it.
Especially since I'm not the greatest flosser that ever lived. So.
Oh, I floss twice a day.
So there's some extra plaque there.
Yeah. See, days left over from the braces days, and anyone who had braces will understand this, is the fact that you're almost just absorbed with brushing your teeth because you don't want anything in your teeth. And from years of wearing braces, it was like, oh my God, the food gets stuck in your braces. And when you're 12, that can be, quite traumatic, right?
Real men don't floss.
Real men floss. My husband flosses. So that's good. All right. We want to thank everyone who's been reaching out on our YouTube channel, Kimberly's Revolution. Please subscribe. You can send us little emoji things now.
Oh yeah.
It gives us like $5. I mean, I don't know. So if you can spare $5 for the show, why not? They told me today that you can get little stickers, and every time a sticker is sent on YouTube for Kimberly's Revolution, it can actually help support this channel. So I am just trying to figure out how to monetize this whole thing.
Yeah, we need help
on YouTube, and I have no idea. But anyway, I am Kimberly. You are listening and watching Kimberly's Revolution. We're glad you're here. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. Just Tom is sitting across from me. Just Tom, who is an appraiser and a realtor, and he does it all kind of here at the brokerage. And then we have Austin, who we could not do without, our producer, sitting right down from me. There's
Hello.
Austin. There he is. Austin always has the same shirt on. I don't know why.
shame or
He has the same shirt on.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You know.
But there he is. So we are glad that Austin is here, always making sure that our show is seamless, right?
I would like to wish one of our faithful listeners a
Oh.
happy birthday today.
Who's having a birthday?
Popped up on my Facebook feed. Ron Raspberry.
Ron Raspberry?
Yeah, happy birthday,
Why
Ron.
does that sound like a porn name?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
Doesn't it sound like a porn name? I'm
thanks
sorry.
for watching, Ron. We appreciate it.
I don't mean to insult you, Ron. I mean, I'm just saying your name sounds like a porn name, but yeah, it's a good name. I like it. I like the
Sure.
name Ron. I like raspberries. What's to hate? So
Right.
yeah. I don't. Hey, I also want to say, since we operate under the guise of Revere Realty, and this is where the headquarters is for the real estate agency, and Chad downstairs is the broker, and you're a broker as well, appraiser, whatever, you do it all. We have 2 new listings to tell you about. One is on the lake. You're going out with me today to put up the sign. It's this little lake retreat. It's a land lease. So you own the structure, but you don't own the land. And a guy reached out. He has been listening to my show way back when I was on mornings, has carried it through afternoons when I went to afternoons in 2014 on the radio. And then when I got fired from that job, he switched over to listening to us on the podcast. And he's like, it's just Tom. He thought it was you in the car with me Sunday when I went out to meet him and look at the property. And he said, is that just Tom? And I said, no, Tom will be out on Tuesday with me and he'll put up the sign. So he's like, so I want to give a shout out to Craig. Craig is selling his lake property. It's a little cabin. It's rustic, but it has 2 bedrooms and a loft. So basically 3 sleeping places. And he built on this gazebo-like deck, which is super cool. And you step out the backyard and literally you're 500 feet from the lake. And you have your own like area. It's got a dock. There's like a communal area. And it's amazing. And it's for a great price. So we're listing that today after we put up the sign. So if you thought, you know what, I want someplace to hang on the weekends in Western New York, right on Lake Ontario, which by the way, is way away from the areas that every now and then you get that fishy smell. In Williamson on Holland's Cove, you don't really get you get a fishy smell.
Okay.
So we were down in Charlotte on Friday night, and
There's a lot of fishy smelling down there.
we were sitting in Charlotte at a bar that has like an outside bar, and I'm like, I can't take this. The smell there.
Well, the
and-
lake turns over.
into
I don't
the
know if it's
river.
about this time of year that happens.
Oh, I thought maybe it was a conjunction of the
No,
river.
the moonies and all the dead fish and stuff come up to the surface. It's
Ew.
a lake and temperature inversion to the lake.
Sinks big time. But you're not getting that out in Holland's Cove. So if you're in the market for a little cabin, I got to tell you, it's a kid's paradise.
Yeah, and you
Kid-
don't
kid-
have to buy the land.
Kids, and you don't, well, I mean, you don't have to buy the land. You just buy the structure.
Yeah.
And so it's not costing you a whole lot. I will tell you, it's going to be in the 50s, the mid 50s price wise, but it's a kid's paradise. Kids just run around. They just run around and they run around all day and they have bonfires and they play with other kids and it's a really close knit community. So it's great. And then I also listed a house. It's up for sale right now. It's on the MLS on Dewey. It's a ranch. It's about 890 square feet, but it is really, it is put together nicely. You don't have to do anything but walk in and and move in, and that's it.
$1 million.
No,
No.
149.9.
Wow.
And it's on the part of Dewey that's down close to the Parkway. So you're not getting that crazy Dewey. You're not even close to the city. You're in Greece. It's down by the Parkway. So I'm having an open house on Saturday. So you can check it out. It is 4570 Dewey, 4570 Dewey. And I'm selling that. We're taking offers next week, and I'm having an open house on Saturday. So I hope all the Patriots, if you're in this area, come out and do that. But, besides the real estate, what we do here is just basically talk about all the local issues. We're going to hit the name of the show today is called The Hero. Thankfully, we have a hero story. Unfortunately, it took him 2 minutes to get to the guy to take him out. But thankfully, someone at a shopping mall during a shooting over the weekend had a concealed carry. And he stopped the shooter from doing more damage than he ultimately did, which was kill 3. So we're going to break down that story. And we're also going to talk about, there was a kind of like this, I guess you would call it a conservative, road tour that was going to make its way into Rochester, and where they were going to have this Reawaken America tour. The owner of the establishment, after getting pushback from some of the religious leaders in this town, said, yeah, we're not going to allow them to have their tour here. It consisted of like 3 dozen speakers, yada, yada. We're going to break that down because your conservative outlook, and I don't know what the Reawaken American is all about. Would I go? Probably not. I'm just not like a participator in that kind of stuff. But it's a fact that they have a right to pay to have an event at a venue, right? They are tax-paying citizens with a message. You don't have to go if you don't like the message, but people don't even want to give you that option. You don't even have the option. They've taken the option away from you. So we're going to break that down too. I watch Jeopardy at night. Do you watch Jeopardy? I watch Jeopardy because every now and then I'm smart enough to get the final Jeopardy, to which then I acclaim very loudly, I'm a genius. To anyone who will listen.
I've always known you were a genius.
The 3 cats and my mother, Lois, who immediately calls me a dumbass. So, which is true. So Jeopardy last night, I always watch it with my mother. My mother is 89, Lois. And by the way, the Dewey Avenue location, they called me too because they had always listened to the radio show. And the first thing that the seller said is, how is your mother?
Aww.
We miss your mother on the radio too, because I would always have my mom on.
Did Lois just have a birthday? Because I thought the last show she was 88.
She's 88. She's 89. She's had her half. I just say she's 89.
Did you forget your mother's birthday?
I round up. No, she's 88. She'll be 89.
All right.
But anyway,
clarify.
88. So we're sitting there watching Jeopardy last night, and I vaguely remember this question and the answer, but I remember I laughed because I thought it was funny. People are saying that Ken Jennings was disrespectful and crude, and his comment was not safe for home viewing. And I'm like, did I miss something? Or are people losing their minds over nothing? Can we play the Jeopardy clip from last night, Austin? Okay.
Since no one had done this for 40 years, God told Joshua to get a knife and do it to the male Israelites.
I got this right, by the way.
William.
What is
No, I'm sorry, that's time. Erica.
What is circumcised?
That's correct. A painful 2000 for you.
A painful 2000 for you.
That's a pun.
People are losing their mind over that. And I'm like, why? I thought it was funny. I kind of laughed.
It's clever.
I knew the answer, by the way. I mean, I know you
So
probably
did
don't
I.
believe me because, but I did get the answer right. I'm like, yeah, circumcised. Got it. And people are saying that was a bad comment for family viewing of Jeopardy. And I'm like, well, if you say that, you got to say that the question asking the question at all with that answer is inappropriate. Don't you?
Yeah.
Do you think it's inappropriate?
No. It's.
Did you know the answer?
It's a pun. I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course I did. Well, I watched it first, so Austin played it. So, but I did know
So
the
you
answer.
wouldn't have known.
Well, I don't know yet because I wasn't tested under fire.
You wouldn't have known. I know
All
you
right,
would.
I
You
wouldn't have known. You're
You
better
wouldn't
than
have.
me.
I
You're
know.
smarter than me.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
fine. I'm
Thank
good with
you.
that.
Thank you. Yes.
It's okay. I'm fine. It's
Very
okay.
smart.
I'll go over here for a minute.
Okay. Yeah. So I saw that and I thought, I don't know what the big deal is. But that's
No.
what I do with my mother every night is usually I have to get home to feed her dinner. And then I usually watch Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune, which Wheel of Fortune. And
I like
Jeopardy.
Blossom better. I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. What's her name? Malik
Yeah,
or
Mayim
Malcolm?
Bialik.
Mayim
Mayim Bialik.
from Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
I think she's way better.
I love her.
Yeah.
And people don't like her.
No?
They don't like the way she dresses. But she is
like a person.
she is Jewish and she's exceptionally religious, more so than most Jewish, and she dresses appropriately, as in she doesn't show skin, she doesn't, that kind of thing. So
I think she's fantastic.
I think she is too, and I think she's funny and I like her. I don't mind Ken.
No, he's all right. He's very witty.
Okay.
He's very witty.
I don't think
And so was Alex, Trebek. He was witty as well.
There'll never be another Alex Trebek.
No.
I think.
Just cancel the damn show. Get it over with.
I don't know about you, but I think a lot of people are really feeling the economy issue. And I think we're.
Why? What's going on? Something going on? Did I miss something?
I think really that food prices and meat prices and gas prices and our RG&E bill, our electric bill, and we don't really run the air conditioner when it's nice out. So there was like a span of days where we didn't even have our air conditioner on, and we just got our RG&E bill.
$450,
and it's like $340.
It's a bargain.
It's crazy. Not at all. So I don't really know because I'm confused because Biden says gas prices are going down and it's because of him
Not
and his
in
administration.
Rochester.
No, they're not going down. And
Corporate greed.
And if you can take credit for the gas prices going down, then you, sir, must take credit for the gas prices going way out of whack. You can't blame Putin. And you can't blame the Russian-Ukrainian war. If you're going to take credit for the prices going down, you have to take credit for the way that they got so far out of whack in the meantime. And by the way, gas prices aren't going down everywhere. As you mentioned, they have not gone down here. They're still like
30
$4.50,
cents, maybe.
$4.60. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been paying $4.70 something.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But we have
did anybody hear? Did Biden come back from Saudi Arabia with some great deal that he negotiated?
No, because
No.
the Saudi prince told him, we can't.
Ah,
You're on your own, America.
yeah.
Sorry.
Did he bother to go?
You can't do.
What's the?
I have no idea.
Did he really think he was going to get something done?
To hang out with a Saudi prince who was
Murdered
basically
Khashoggi?
Khashoggi. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the whole thing is disgusting. But so is that
It's amazing
administration.
how we appease our enemies.
Yeah. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to go over there and
Maybe you could go talk to the Iranians and talk them out of some oil.
yeah. Let me know how that works out. We have a little TikTok that we think is super cute.
Oh, yeah.
Top 8 answers on the board. We asked the entire country, what has Joe Biden done for America?
What is garbage disposal?
Show me what is garbage disposal. All right, Joe. What has Joe Biden done for America? I don't know. Show me I don't know. All right, Chuck. What has Joe Biden done for America?
Nothing.
Show me nothing. All right, Liz. What has Joe Biden done for America?
It's all Trump's fault.
Show me it's all Trump's fault. Nancy, what has Joe Biden done for America?
Well, he's raised gas prices.
Show me he's raised gas prices. Adam, what has Joe Biden done for America?
Russia.
Show me Russia, Russia, Russia.
You know what they're
I
missing
thought that
there?
was cute. But I do love me a
I
game
thought that
show.
was funny. Do you know what
Yeah.
they're missing there? They're missing Hunter saying crack pipes.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been funny, right?
That
To
would have
Hunter
been-
just going, crack pipe, and then having it up there, crack pipes.
While he's like whacking it
Yeah.
on a pool slide.
Crack
somewhere.
pipe.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that
That's
was
cute.
kind of funny. We also appreciate people leaving comments on our YouTube. I think I mentioned that a
Yeah.
couple of people said, Kimberly, you have to quit playing with your top and quit playing with your hair. Listen.
She's a girl. Girls do that.
Listen. For years, I've just done radio. No one could see me. I've never done TV or video. You know why? I just don't. I mean, I never got into it because it was too restrictive. You have to sit, you have to conduct yourself a certain way. And I've never been able to do that. I'm a fidgeter. I fidget, I move around, I touch my hair, I put it back.
I got a master's degree in fidgety.
So someone said, what do you have, the COVID?
The hell, Austin?
I'm sorry.
Back there coughing. You have COVID?
They can't even hear me. My mic was off. That's fine.
So I fidget. It's what I do. I will try to sit still and not fidget with my top and not do my hair. It's just, but when I'm on radio, it's just me and a microphone and my co-host. I don't have to worry about if my arms are going crazy or if I'm moving around or if I'm sitting here doing this, because no matter what I'm doing, my voice still sounds the same, regardless of how much I'm fidgeting. That's the beauty of radio. It's what I've always loved. No one can see you if you're just, a kid who can't sit
You
still.
just show up, whatever's you got on the last night. You come home from the bar. It's like, we'll just keep wearing this.
Roll out of someone's
roll
bed.
out of someone's bed. Show up to work.
That was in college.
Oh.
That was, I kind of grew out of that by the time I was 22.
You look fantastic today, Kimberly.
Thank you. So I'm not going to fidget because someone wants me to sit still. So, okay.
Stop moving.
God. All right, here we are again with a young white male shooter. The name of the show today is called The Hero.
And now the news.
Young white male is the hero. Young white male shooter that is not going to get his name revealed on this show because it doesn't matter. Strikes again this weekend in Indiana at a mall. Now, I will tell you before I get to this story, yesterday, Rochester, New York had a triple shooting. Yesterday. This make national news? No. 3 people were shot. I don't even remember where because it doesn't even really matter to anyone, right? But again, this guy walks into a mall. He do we have his picture? There he is. It's the one on not in the button-down shirt. It's the one with the hair on the forehead. Looks like a normal kid. It's 20 years old. He's armed to the teeth. He walks into the Greenwood Park Mall in Indiana, into the food court, and he opens fire on Sunday afternoon. First off, I got to ask, people are going to the mall at like 4:30 on a Sunday afternoon?
Yeah, those are the desperate people. Don't they close at 5?
I don't know.
Maybe
but
that was his plan, right?
I have no idea. But he opened fire. The kid was 20 years old. He was taken down by a legally armed man who was at the mall shopping with his girlfriend at the time. What a nice kid. First off, kids at a mall with his girlfriend on Sunday afternoon. You know that guy did not want to be there, right?
That's the story of my life.
We
Kimberly.
all know that guy did not want to be at the mall on a beautiful Sunday afternoon when he could have been out on a lake or a boat, or he could have been in a pool, in a backyard somewhere. He could have been barbecuing, but no, he's a good kid. So he goes to the mall with his girlfriend. He hears the shooting and the screaming in the food court. It takes him less than 2 minutes to pull out his concealed pistol, confront the shooter, and take him out, which is exactly what everyone needs to do in order to stop these murdering bastards across the country. And if we shoot and kill enough of them immediately, maybe that'll send a message. But here's my other thing, because I've mentioned this before. Another white 20-something kid with multiple weapons, by the way. Did you see? He fired off 24 rounds from his AR before he was taken out, but police recovered a second rifle, a handgun, multiple magazines, and more than 100 rounds of ammunition that were on the shooter and stashed in the restroom, because he walks into the mall through the food court. He goes to the restroom. He stays in the restroom for an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's prepping. He's getting ready.
Oh, I thought he was reading the newspaper.
For his murderous spree. He walks in, gets everything he needs to do to get ready, walks out of the bathroom, and immediately starts shooting people. Shot one man on his way into the restroom, shot a husband and wife who were eating at the food court, and then injured, I do believe a little girl was injured from shrapnel that had, a chair was hit and something flew and hit her.
It's a miracle that it was just that few people.
But this guy, who it's not known if he has any law enforcement experience, but the shooter, the 20-year-old, had legally purchased the rifle that he used in the shooting. He purchased it in March. He had frequently visited a nearby gun range because he liked to go and shoot off his gun, which he did on a regular basis, usually safely. And to my knowledge, there's no background of mental issues with this kid. None. He had recently quit his job. I don't know. He worked at some warehouse. He had quit his job at a warehouse there in Indiana, and he was facing eviction from wherever he lived. So decides that Sunday was the day that he was going to take a gun and go into a shopping mall and start blowing people away. There's got to be something out there on the internet that is driving these young men to do this. My conspiracy theory is there's some kind of underlying, I don't know, internet site that these guys are involved with, because they're like lone wolf, right? I mean, there's got to be something that someone is
Yeah, they're all
is getting them jacked up to do this.
they're all the same type, is what you're saying.
They're
Roughly
all
the same age.
They're all the same type. They're
Mhm.
all the same age. So there's got to be someone out there that is luring them in and convincing them to go, you're not going to change my mind. Either it's some bad actor from another country. Is it Al Qaeda? Who knows,
Mhm.
right? But someone is prompting these kids to do what they're doing. They can't all just be doing it on their own. It can't be you look at the demographics of all of the shooters that we've had, the mass shootings, all the school shootings, the Parkland school shooting, Uvalde, Buffalo Tops. I mean, you name it. They're all the same kid. Young, white, male, that have access to weapons. Some have had issues, but I think this kid had only had like a run-in with the law one or two times, and it was like a minor thing, and I forget now what it was, but it was nothing significant, more like a traffic stop, I think. I don't think that was it, but I think it was something as insignificant as a traffic stop. So what is going on? I mean, I can't be the only one that's thinking this, right? That there's got to be something underlying that's prompting these kids to do this every week, every month. Okay, so-and-so, it's your turn to step up. It's like the guys, the suicide bombers.
Yeah.
Same
Allah
method.
Akbar.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's-
40, what is it? 40 virgins and whatever.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's a lie someone has fed you somewhere.
Well,
But it's got to be some kind of club.
But Kimberly, these kids don't appear to have a death wish either. I mean,
No, I was thinking
it's like if you're going to kill yourself, just kill yourself.
I was just comparing it to the suicide bombers, because they're indoctrinated by these groups that say,
Right.
hey, listen, go kill all these people. It's it's the best thing for society.
Right.
So someone has convinced these young men that this is the best thing for society, that you are doing you and everyone else a favor. I don't know how you talk people into that kind of thing, but that's what a cult is, right? So it's some kind of a cult or a club, and they're luring these guys in, and they're convincing that how can all of these kids be the same?
Our parents need to talk to their teenagers. You gotta sit your teenagers down and ask them what they're doing and where they're going. I mean,
it is my opinion that there is some kind of organization, some kind of club, some kind of cult that maybe you have to dig deeper, like one of those forensic computer guys, to dig deeper to see if there's a common thread between all these. There has to be, right? There's got to be a commonality somewhere, some kind of internet click on some site. They all have to be a part of that, because I don't believe they're just doing it on their own randomly. I just don't.
Well, unlike the last guy who was obviously, the guy in Buffalo, that kid's got major issues as far as his racial.
I think they all have major
issues. This kid was just going to the mall to shoot whoever he was going to shoot, right? He wasn't targeting a specific race or.
Yeah, but he was just targeting people, like the guy that went into the school was targeting people.
Right.
Well, I guess you could say kids, because who are you going to find at an elementary school? You're going to find babies. But again, I think there's a bigger story.
It's got to be something.
I think there's a commonality. I think there's one thing somewhere that all these kids have in common. The investigators just have to find it. And I know people say, well, you're just a conspiracy theorist. That's, they're all doing it on their own. I don't believe it. I think there's something.
My guess is parents that don't pay attention to their kids, loneliness.
My parents didn't pay attention to me. Stop it. But not every kid gets paid attention to, and not every kid turns into a mass murderer.
Well, I get
that.
Yeah.
I mean, I was the third. My parents were done. Where you been? I down at the pool and at the ballpark. Well, it's 9:00. It's about time you got home. They don't. What? They didn't know where I was, what I was doing. They didn't care. I was off the radar. I mean, just because you don't get paid attention to as a kid, shouldn't. I mean, I don't know. That's just me.
Shut the internet down. It'll solve everything.
My mom and dad never once went to the school to inquire about my behavior or grades.
No?
They never talked to a teacher. My parents never talked to the teacher. How you doing in school? Good. Fantastic.
Fine.
And I got to go get some cigarettes. So my dad, you're not flunking? Excellent. See ya. Right.
Different world.
I know. Different generation. So that's just my take. I say this every single time, but let me ask you this question. What's the difference between this shooting and the triple shooting that took place yesterday on a Rochester city street? What's the difference? Tell me the difference. Why isn't this a national story? Triple shooting, barely a headline. If you go to the local ABC, NBC, or CBS affiliate right now on their website, that is not a lead story today.
No.
I don't even think it was a lead story last night. I got to be honest with you.
All those kids that are committing those crimes, they're all the same traits too. All
black street youth.
Yeah.
Should I not say that? Does that make me a racist? I just want to be careful, because I'm not a black person reporting on black killings or shootings. And I know how people take that. Oh, Kimberly, you're saying that because you're racist. No.
But those are all targeted, though. I mean, these people are being targeted, right? Gangs.
They are.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about it. No one wants to talk about it. It's a different story. Triple shooting. Quadruple shooting.
Dead people
Nobody
are dead
talks
people.
Dead people are dead people.
That should have been the name of the show.
Dead people are dead people. No, the name of the show is The Hero. Because if it wasn't for that guy with his pistol at that mall on Sunday afternoon, more people would have been killed. More people. And his name, by the way, is Elijah Dicken. Elijah Dicken is a kid in the button down, 22 years old, shot this guy and killed him. We need more Elijah Dickens in the world.
Good thing the mall wasn't a gun-free zone.
Gun-free zone. They can take their gun-free zone and shove it up their ass. I mean, people need to protect themselves. How many people would be dead if Elijah Dicken didn't have his pistol on him?
20, 30?
Don't know.
However many people are in the mall.
We're not psychic, so we don't know.
Where was Mall Cop when this was all going on?
But the kid was loaded to the teeth, probably hiding because they're not armed.
No. With his what do they have? Do they even have a taser?
I don't know what a mall cop has, to be honest. I have no idea. But thank God this guy had a pistol.
He was still driving around the outside of the building looking for people parking in front of the sidewalk.
I think we can all agree.
What's that?
I think we can all agree this country needs more good Dickens.
Right.
Yes, we need more good Dickens.
With pistols.
Thank you.
Pistols with
Austin.
Dickens.
That's a great contribution to we need more good Dickens. Now that should have been the name of the show.
Good Dickens.
That should have been the name of the show.
We could change it.
Absolutely.
A few good Dickens. I like it.
I do too. Are we back on Facebook, by the way? Are we still? We are? Okay, that's good. I know we were banned for a while. I'm not sure why. All right. There's this tour that's called Reawaken America.
Racist.
The Reawaken American Tour. Now, what it is, it's a
white racist.
I don't know really what it is. It's a conservative road tour of speakers.
White
They are Trump backers.
White racist.
Are they?
That's what supposedly it is, right?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know.
They're people concerned about politics.
Yeah. So the guy that is in charge of it, his name is Clay Clark. Reawaken American Tour was supposed to stop here in Rochester. I do believe September. No. When were they going to be here? August 12th and 13th at the Main Street Armory.
Sure.
August 12th and 13th at the Main Street Armory, Reawaken America, with their 36 speakers, including Michael Flynn and Roger Stone.
More racist.
Who both, of course, were with the Trump administration, as it travels across the country, was going to stop here in Rochester. The event has now been canceled.
Shocker.
Welcome to the world. You've been canceled. If you wanted to go see if this was whatever you think it was, you're not going to get the chance because people have shut down your option to go or not go. People inundated the owner of Main Street Armory, and his name is Scott Donaldson. And he says, in response to the outpouring of concern from our community, I have decided to cancel the Reawaken America tour that was scheduled for August 12th and 13th.
You want me to read between the lines on that?
Sure.
We didn't sell enough tickets.
I don't think that was it.
Well,
I do
was
believe
it a sellout?
Well, I don't know. Well, we'll never know now, will we? They had plenty of time to buy tickets. Apparently, it was a lot of the religious leaders here in Rochester that spoke out. Keeping the event out of Rochester was the work of a coalition of faith leaders. So you don't get the opportunity to go and hear what these 36 speakers, including Michael Flynn and Roger Stone, had to say. It's your option if you want to pay the money and go, right?
Right.
You have that option. But now, because so many people complained, and I think a couple of bands said if the Reawaken America tour plays at Main Street Armory, we will no longer visit the Main Street Armory. And
there has to be a money connection here, right? That's what it's all about.
One of those is a band called, I've never even heard of this band, but then again, I'm probably not the
you're not hip enough.
the demo. But the band says Japanese Breakfast. I never even heard of Grammy-nominated artists, pop band Japanese Breakfast.
What is Japanese breakfast? What does that consist of?
Sushi?
Do you eat sushi
Disgusting.
for breakfast?
I have no idea. This pop band called Japanese Breakfast. Again, I must be too old for the room.
Yeah.
I knew it would happen. I knew one of these days. One day my dad says, "Who's Jim Morrison?" Dad, seriously. You're
Mhm.
too old for the room. Which means me now. They announced that they were canceling their September show at the Armory over its decision to host Reawaken America. Rochester-based touring group Joy Wave, which has played the Armory before, also piggybacked on Japanese Breakfast and said, "We have directly reached out to the owner of the Main Street Armory," that would be Scott Donaldson, "and we told them that if the Reawaken America tour does take place, we will never play the Armory again." Scott Donaldson should have grabbed his balls and manned up and said, "Fuck all of you. This is a free country. This is capitalism. I will host any artist I want to at this venue. If you don't like it, don't play." Very simply. But Scott Donaldson caved to the cancelers. That's what he did. So if you wanted the opportunity to go and see if these were a bunch of white, crazy, racist, spewing hate propaganda, you don't get to go now and decide that on your own, because a number of people who don't want that side of the story out there have prohibited you from doing so.
Maybe they should move the show out to Brockport. I hear they're open to a lot of different options.
Here in an area where they allow a 2-time cop killer to speak. No. Where they rallied for a 2-time cop killer to speak. We can't hear from Reawaken America? I mean, I'm not saying I wanted to go and I would buy a ticket, because I probably wouldn't. I don't care. I mean, I went to see Jackson Brown on
You went and
Saturday
saw
night.
Jackson Brown?
Yeah.
Nice.
Saw Jackson Brown. It's a great concert. I'm going to go to that concert. I probably am not going to go see 12 speakers that want to spout off whatever they're spouting off.
What, did you wear your sunglasses at night when you were there? Isn't that Jackson Brown?
It is not.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
That is not Jackson
Oh,
Brown.
I thought it was. He's the suitcases guy.
I can't even
Is he
talk
the
to
suitcases guy? Isn't there a
No.
song about suitcases?
No.
What? Why do I have the wrong
Oh my
guy?
God, I don't know. But anyway, so in Brockport, when a twice convicted cop killer,
Celebrated.
we can't. Seriously?
Right.
We protect his right to speak about killing cops. And by the way, he planned that. That was premeditated. He sought out these cops and killed them at point blank range after he set them up on a fake call to a housing complex in New York City. He set them up and then he killed them at point blank range and attempted to kill a third after he escaped to California. But we applaud that guy, and we can't hear from some conservative guys that may be a little crazy. Seriously? We don't even get the option to say, "I don't want to go," because you're going to take that option away from us. Something's wrong, guys. The whole thing is wrong. But we want to hear from a Brockport cop killer speaking at SUNY Brockport, backed by the government, right? I mean, because really, the SUNY Brockport is a state establishment,
Right.
is it not?
Well, Brockport wasn't concerned. If everybody in the community said, "We're no longer going to send our kids to your college," and this and that and the other thing, I mean, this guy buckled. Sure, he buckled, but capitalism brought that tour there, and capitalism ended it. I mean,
Some
he
other
decided,
venue in Rochester needs to host Reawaken America.
"You want to do it here in the parking lot?"
Sure, why not?
We can't really sell a lot of tickets.
I can't tell. No, there needs to be another venue that picks us up. Now, I will say that there might be a couple of cuckoo birds that are a part of this tour, but that's my opinion. You should have the option to go and see for yourself if there's some cuckoo birds.
It's basically a Trump rally without Trump, right?
Like the Stella Emanuel, Dr. Stella Emanuel, who has posted videos claiming that doctors with medicine are using DNA from aliens.
About time. Why haven't we been?
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Come on.
But you should have the right to go and see for yourself if she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You can't just take my word on and go, we can't have her speak. That's irresponsible. Irresponsible to who?
I had no interest in going, but now I want to go.
You're right.
Who
And
doesn't want to hear about DNA from aliens?
She has posted videos claiming that doctors are making medicine using the DNA of aliens. Do you believe her?
Yes.
I don't know.
100% true.
There's also a couple of speakers, Scott McKay and Gene Ho, who have links to that whole QAnon conspiracy theory about global child molestation
the
and
insurrection,
and
I'm sure.
sacrifice ring. There's a sacrifice ring that's led by a bunch of Democratic politicians. Okay, we don't believe that either. We don't believe that either, but you have the option to go and see it, but now you don't, because a handful of people took that option away from you. And you want to call this America? America is the choice. You get to go or not based on what you, as a citizen of this country, want to do for yourself. You don't want to have your next door neighbor tell you, oh, you can't go. Oh, that's the wrong message to send. Oh, no, that's hate speech. Fucking hate speech. I'll figure it out on my own. Thank you very much. I don't need you to tell me what hate speech is. And I don't need my other next door neighbor to tell me it's a bunch of cuckoo birds. I'll go and figure that out for myself. Thank you. Because I have a brain and I know how to use it. And it's very simple. That's all.
What is it? I mean, they're all just different cults of, of
crazy.
Now cults are fighting with cults.
But now you don't get the chance to figure that out on your own. Nope. You sure don't. Before we get to what you have.
Okay.
And by the way, did I say it's hot?
It's cool in here.
Hot outside.
68 degrees in the studio.
Let me tell you, it's 20.
You're just getting all worked up today.
I know. Say you're
just move your shirt over a little bit.
14. No, because someone doesn't want me to touch my shirt. It's a dress, by the way. So there's this kid. And I don't know how old he is. I think he's 15. Let's see this 15-year-old asshole. He had the smiling little asshole.
He didn't go to the dentist this morning.
He killed an elderly man in a botched carjacking.
Yeah.
What, a year ago?
Horrific.
A year ago? Horrible. Gates killed this man.
I remember the story.
This grandfather, Richard Shawshaw, killed him on Buell Road in Gates.
Yep.
This little... Look at that man. Retired, happy to be alive, driving down Buell Road in Gates, where these two little assholes decide that they're going to carjack him. There they are. It's asshole number one and asshole number two. The kid that doesn't have the whacked out hair in the green shirt, his name is Edgar Tolentino Jr. He's 15. He was sentenced yesterday to 20 years to life. That's it, 20 years. And I kid you not, he won't do 20. He certainly won't do anywhere close to life. He said a short, I'm sorry, my bad, yesterday in court.
Is that a hate crime? Or is it a crime of opportunity?
It's a crime of opportunity. They saw an older gentleman they knew they could take advantage of. And when he wouldn't give up his car, they shot him.
Yeah.
20 years. 20 years for this little shithead. He'll be 30 when he gets out. Maybe he's 15. So he still has plenty of life left to go out and kill someone else. And then SUNY Brockport can have him as a featured speaker because that's what we like. We like to hear from people who killed other, people, gentlemen, cops, you name it, right? Because that's what the liberal has done to our society. This asshole gets out in 20. He won't do 20. I guarantee it. And his little asshole next to him, his friend, I hope they have fun in Pound Me in the Ass prison. I hope they get it on a daily basis. Every single day. This kid's smiling after he shot and killed that man who had family that loved him, grandchildren that loved him.
He didn't care.
They just wanted the car.
Yeah.
So the other kid, this Jacobs kid, he's the one with the, semi-fro. He gets sentenced later this week. He'll also get 20 years to life. Well, he'll be out sooner or later, right?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I have. What do you have?
That whole situation is disturbing as hell.
It really is. 20 years. I mean, I don't mean to get you wound up, Patriots, but things are fucked up somewhere, right?
All right. On the lines of things that are fucked up somewhere.
Yes.
All right, Austin, play the fashion video that I sent you.
You have a fashion
I
video?
have this is
Why is he walking like that? What the fuck? What is going on? Is that a he, by the way?
Yeah. Do you remember what? Look at
It
that.
looks like
It's
Powder. Remember that movie, Powder?
I could pull that off.
That is seriously.
Did you see somebody wearing that?
That's the creepiest thing I have ever seen.
No, but you know what it looks like to me? You watch these movies like in 2090.
I'm just going to tell you, don't rely on that guy to save you in a shopping mall. Because that is not going to happen.
But they always
That's
have
not gonna happen.
the people from the future, like 2029, like Star Trek.
Mhm.
They're always wearing like crazy outfits. We finally
Or
have
Hunger
made
Games.
it to Star Wars.
Hunger Games, yeah.
We finally have made it to the point where people are marketing these kind of crazy outfits.
Yeah.
There's no way anybody's going to buy that, right? Probably cost 10 grand.
I don't even know how you walk in the shoes. And I'm a high heel enthusiast. I wear high heels. And now I don't even know what that is. But again, if you come up against a mass shooter in a shopping mall and you're looking to that guy to save you, run. Run fast.
So
What else you
Lori
got?
reached out to me today. I hadn't seen it yet. They lifted all the COVID restrictions on cruise lines.
What? Yay.
Yeah.
Are you going on a cruise?
December, we're going to go. So we're excited about that.
Are you?
I don't need my stupid booster shot.
Okay.
So we're good with that.
Okay.
But here the CDC shut down all the cruise lines, cost them billions and billions of dollars. It's our bad. We're good. You don't need it anymore. Forget about it. Even though they couldn't stop the spread of this thing.
I'm telling you.
They couldn't do anything.
The whole thing.
Not a thing. They
I
didn't
know.
slow it down. They didn't stop it.
I hear you.
Masks don't work. Vaccines don't work.
Preaching to the
Boosters
choir.
don't work.
Preaching to the choir.
Everybody bought it. Hook, line, and sinker.
They sure did.
Okay, Austin, play the other video I sent you. You have to tell me what you see. This is another one, what you see.
Oh, okay. It says what, psychologizing
Yes,
things?
another one,
Okay.
what you see.
Okay.
Whatever you see first in this image is going to reveal a lot about your personality. So I'll
I see a guy with a big nose.
All right. Very good. Okay.
What else is there to see?
give you a few seconds to look at it.
Hang on.
1, 2, 3. If you saw a woman first, then you think with the right side of your brain. You're a
Woman?
very
Where's the
creative
woman?
and artistic person. If you saw a man playing the saxophone first, then you think more with the left side of your brain. Your logic is your strong suit. You excel at analytical thinking and numbers. So what did you see first?
I saw the dude with the big nose. I didn't even see the saxophone. I couldn't even figure that out. But the woman, wow, I didn't see that at all. I do now because now your
Right
brain,
now all
your
you
brain
see
makes
is the
your
woman.
brain makes adjustments.
But I had the dude with the saxophone as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
I
And
saw the woman first.
Did
Austin
you?
did see
Mhm.
the woman first.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
I had to look at that for a second, but I am none of those things. I am not analytical, and I am certainly not logical.
Have you seen Have you seen some of these TikToks? I didn't bring one, but do you bring a TikTok? Do you see the TikToks where people are going to the site in Delaware where President Biden fell on his bicycle?
Yes, and they're recreating the moment.
Recreating the moment.
Yes, I have seen. Yeah,
by
where he
falling
falls
off their bikes.
I think it's funny.
It's hilarious.
I think
these
it's
TikToks.
funny.
So search that out. And lastly,
we gotta get out to Williamson to list that house. It's a cabin by the lake.
Dr.
You want
Oz,
it.
you know
want it.
Dr. Oz is, right? He's
I do
running
know.
for Senate in Pennsylvania.
He drinks those green drinks.
He's going to lose. And they're saying that he was going to win, because he's got the momentum and everything. He's going to lose. And he's going to lose because of this statement. He said that Republicans aren't donating enough to his campaign, and the Democrats take advantage of these issues like the Supreme Court and Roe v. Wade and what was the guns issue, and they're getting a lot of contributions from their base where the Republicans don't. This was his quote. The Democrats have very cleverly taken all of these issues they have come up over the summer, the Dodd decision, the concerns about guns, and they're used these as excuses to raise money from Democrat loyalists. Interesting. When Republicans get mad, we go out and mow the lawn.
Yeah. Well, that is true.
He's going to lose.
You can't disagree with that. All right. Who's coming up later on the We the People Podcast Network? Who do we have?
This is it.
No Jose Pio?
That's tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing. This is it today.
All
so
right,
congratulations for showing up. You get no participation trophy here.
I want a ribbon.
You get nothing,
I want ice
and
cream.
you will like it.
I want ice cream. All right. Tell your friends about our YouTube channel, Kimberly's Revolution. Tell your friends, subscribe.
Yeah.
Do that. We appreciate that. You can also watch us and love us on Facebook. We always appreciate when you watch and listen and then share with your friends. Please do that because we'd like to grow this thing bigger and
Just
bigger.
remember, Austin's the only one that gets paid here.
That is, I don't get paid.
No.
Absolutely not.
As
All
it
right.
should be.
We are heading out to Williamson for to list.
Is there going to be a cooler where I'm going?
I don't think we're going to be there that long for your cooler. But
Damn it.
you can have a beer if you want. You're only putting in the sign. But we appreciate all of our patriots who watch every day. Please support our advertisers, Taylor's Heating and Cooling, Express Sealers, and Precision Lawn and Garden. We could not do this show without their financial support. So we appreciate all of our advertisers. If you need your driveway, have the guys come out there and seal your driveway, they will do that. If you have an issue, you need a new AC or heating unit, call Taylor 500 Help. And for lawnmowers, chainsaws, snowmobiles, whatever, Precision Lawn and Garden. Check us out. We'll be back tomorrow, 4:00 with Chad and
That's right.
Tom and Austin and the whole bunch.
Crew.
We'll all be here.
Dad, I love you. Thinking of you today. And God bless. Be kind to others.
From attic to basement, we're here for you. It's quality service in all we do. Call Taylor 500.